Hi, I am Fred, a virtual avatar. And I am here to guide you through your learning journey with Catena-X. In this video we are going to explore the PCF Rulebook and its application. As already explained in the previous videos, greenhouse gas emissions are created on every step of the value chain. At this point of our learning journey, it is important to understand the meaning of life cycle assessment, or short, LCA. LCA is a method for measuring the environmental impacts associated with the phases of a life cycle of materials, products, or services. In general terms, the life cycle of a product can be assessed partly or fully. When we say partly, we refer to cradle to gate, and fully refers to cradle to grave. For Catena-X, the LCA of a product considers cradle to gate and can be expanded. Cradle to gate refers to a product's partial life cycle assessment, starting with resource extraction and ending at the factory gate. It covers all emissions allocated to a product upstream of a company, plus all emissions resulting from processes within the company, until the product leaves the supplier's gate. Catena-X focuses on cradle to gate to encourage the exchange of data along the whole automotive supply chain, up to the production stage of vehicles. The aim is to provide material or product data to calculate a vehicle PCF with a high share of primary data, and to reduce the amount of emissions emerging in the supply chain. With all this information on the LCA, let us move on to the PCF Rulebook. To reduce room for interpretation, Catena-X has developed a PCF Rulebook which provides a methodological framework for assessing the product carbon footprint from tier to tier. It increases the consistency for PCF accounting and ensures comparability and transparency for the PCF of parts and components. The Catena-X PCF Rulebook focuses on the production stage of vehicles. Since assessing product carbon footprints is done by all kinds of companies, from large to small, the rulebook carefully balances the applicability and comparability of PCF accounting to ensure that the rules are scalable along the entire supply chain. The Catena-X PCF Rulebook foresees the application of some rules after a transition period to allow companies to adopt more complex rules. We want to remind you at this point that in Catena-X, the aim is to use supplier-specific data, meaning primary data. The rulebook defines indicators for data quality and the amount of primary data used for PCF accounting to increase trust along the value chain. Primary data refers to the quantified value of a process or activity, as determined by direct measurements like utility bills, meter reading, direct monitoring, purchase records, or any other method for obtaining data from specific processes in the value chain. Secondary data refers to values obtained from external sources such as databases, published literature, default emission factors, or other trusted data validated by relevant authorities. Before we finish with our explanation of the PCF Rulebook, let's summarize some of the key points of this video. The cradle-to-gate PCF includes all attributable upstream and direct emissions of producing a product, including all upstream transportation activities. For calculating your PCF, preferably use primary data, only if not available, use secondary data. The PCF Rulebook ensures consistency in PCF data, which contributes to more comparability and transparency. The standardization of data aims at securing the competitiveness of the automotive industry and ultimately, at improving and accelerating decarbonization efforts. Now you have completed your product carbon footprint learning journey in Catena-X. You can find more detailed information about Catena-X directly in the PCF Rulebook. Thanks for watching.